Hey guys, hope you're doing well. Today we're going to be checking out the new Crown the Empire track entitled MZRY. Now I used to jam, The Fallout, Rise of the Runaways, Limitless, nonstop. I love those albums. And then ever since then, I haven't been a huge fan of their different albums, the style they kind of have been going for. But I did happen to check out, a song from this new album entitled 2020, did a review for it, reaction. And, I was pretty vocal. I was not a big fan of it. But the cool part about that is after I posted that video, one of the guys from Crown the Empire actually hit me up and said thank you for doing that video. And, I've been doing this for many years, and it's very rare that a band will actually hit me up or acknowledge me in any way after I've done a cover or reaction to their video, especially one that wasn't very positive. So regardless of what I thought of that track or their new style, I have so much respect for this band because that's just something you don't see every day. So I wanted to give their new track a try, especially because you guys have been saying it's heavy. Check it out. I might like it. So anyways, I'm going to stop talking. Let's check it out. MZRY. That reminds me of like Monster, kind of lettering. Ooh, has that darker vibe. Okay. Yes, I love that darker theatrical kind of vibe, even just from the vocals so far. Okay. The video is fucking weird, but okay. Nice, that's a heavy riff with those EDM style drums. With some synth effects. I'm digging it. Nice flow so far. Okay, I like the background screams too. Adds that extra element of aggression. Oh, hell yeah. Yes. This feels like Crown the Empire. We're going for the happy style chorus, okay. To contrast, I guess, all the dark theatrical feels. Very like 2005 style pop punk chorus. I can feel it. It fits at least. What are they gonna do? Back to verse 1? Okay. Some kind of weird bridge. Okay. Is that saxophone? It's such a bitter pill to swallow, but I learned to turn it down. This song just took a really weird turn. Okay, that verse 1 again, but it's like pretty late in the song. It seems like they're making it act as like a breakdown. Yep. Okay. Hell yeah. Back to chorus, okay. Or pre-chorus. And the happy chorus, right? Yeah. Fucking weird video, man. Gotta give them the credit. It's interesting. It's different. Ooh, I like how it's coming all together now with the chorus. They're going to end on the happy, the major chord style. Oh, wow, is that it? Okay. Wow, so there you guys have it. Crown the Empire, MZRY. Okay, so I have a few mixed feelings on this one, but I'm going to straight off the bat say much better than 2020. Okay, but let's get deeper into it. So guitar-wise, I like that I heard cool guitar riffs. It sounded Crown the Empire-esque. It still had that modern, more simplistic, I guess you could call it nu metal style riffing. But it had elements of Crown the Empire, which I missed so goddamn much in their guitar work. So thank God. Drummer, he was doing work. He was coming alive. I felt that energy. He definitely carried it through really well. So good job on him. Nothing really bad to say about that. Same thing with bassist. He existed. Vocals, yes. First of all, Andy, coming alive, man. I love that theatrical side of him. That's what really made Crown the Empire, is that dark vibe that just sounded so epic. And really, a lot of it was instrumentally, but a lot of it was also vocal performance, where you really got that from. And finally, I heard, Andy go back to kind of that root sound, which I really enjoyed, because that's what he crushes at. He slays at that. And I think Hayden is doing the screams, the bassist. I might be wrong. Andy might be doing some. But really good job on the screams, man. You put it in the right places. You made it to complement Andy, right? You didn't want to overtake him or try to, steal the show necessarily. You made it to compliment him, and that was great. And I love him coming alive on the breakdown. He definitely has just kind of that one tonal scream, which I get it. That's fine. I'd love to hear if he did have a bit more variety in terms of maybe he has some lows, some highs, some different kind of techniques in that sense. I think, again, just those small things would really add to the overall picture of the song. All right. So vocal-wise, I think they both took MVP for this whole song. So really good job on both of you guys. Now, overall song structure and stuff. Really, really liked the song for like the first minute and a half, I guess. Loved the structure. It flowed really well. It started that, again, very dark, eerie feel. It reminded me very much of the Fallout. And then that first verse actually gave me a very Limitless vibe, which is really sick as well. It felt like a very cumulative track of all they've been doing so far. Then the chorus hit. I actually did like the chorus, even though it had, again, a very MZRY vibe that kind of contrasted the dark vibe. I think it fit. Maybe if they added a little bit more of kind of like some darker chord within that progression, it would have made it so it wasn't just here's dark, here's kind of minory, harmonic minory, and then chorus is just pretty much almost all major. If they added a slight dark note within that chord progression, it would have just blended it, I think, a little more. But still, they did it well, right? And it sounded, again, very theater-like, right? So really good job. And I liked that stuff. And then there was that weird break, which I guess you could sum up to being like a bridge / pre-breakdown in some kind of way that I think just came a little too early. In my opinion, I think they could have, maybe repeated verse 1, verse 2, something like that before that and cut that time in half because it was very long. And then the breakdown, hits you in the face out of nowhere, which I enjoyed. I think, it fit. It's just, again, that pre-breakdown, clean, I don't know what you'd call it even. It was just weird and odd. Bridge just kind of went on for a little too long, and that kind of disrupted the flow a bit. But other than that, the breakdown hit hard. Then they kind of had a breakdown version 2 right after it hitting hard as well. And that all led, into a chorus again. And the last chorus was epic. I loved it. It had the elements of the whole song tied together, and it really flowed. It really fit. So they ended very nicely. And they ended on the major chord. That's an old school, no trick that all the post-hardcore bands used to use back in the day. It fit. But I think because the song is heavy, it is a bit darker, it would have been a little more satisfying to end on maybe just, you know, your tonic or kind of just a low, darker sounding chord. But I get why they did it, you know. So that's a preferential thing, definitely. But really cool. So again, just that bridge really fucked the structure for me in a weird way. It just disrupted the flow. But other than that, it was very well put together. So overall, this is, so far, it's since Rise of the Runaways, you know, probably my favorite song they've released, because it actually has influences from all those albums. You know, it showcases what they're really good at. You know, after Rise of the Runaways, they took a weird turn, you know, that I personally was not a fan of. Not just because it was less heavy, but just they lost that theatrical feel that they were dominant at. You know, Crown the Empire, in my mind, was theater plus metalcore / post-hardcore. That was it. And they were crushing in that, and that was it. But yeah, they took that weird turn. So I'm glad to hear some of those older elements in this with a bit of that, you know, new style, of course, especially during that bridge. That was very much their new style, weird stuff like that. So overall, really good. Video-wise, I guess it fit. It was super weird. I like that it was just different, unique, right? So great video. I don't really have anything bad to say about it. It definitely kept you interested. Like, you just wanted to watch what was going on because you were confused but also intrigued at the same time. So yeah, overall, I'd give this a solid 3.75 nicks out of 5. I think it's a huge step, you know, in the right direction. I don't know if this is maybe just a one-off song on the album. I definitely have to check out the full album and see. Or if it's actually like, you know, this is where they maybe want to lead, you know, a very big cumulative feel of all their albums together. If so, I think it's a really good step in the right direction. And this is a solid track. The only reason maybe it didn't get a 4 is, again, that bridge was a little too long. It kind of catches you off guard as a listener, and it just kind of disrupts the flow. But overall, guys, really fucking good job. Like, I appreciate it. And again, I respect you guys. I doubt they're watching, but I respect the guys in Crown the Empire a lot. Because they actually connect with their fans, man. Especially being a band as big as them, signed on such a massive label like Rise Records. They just show the love, man. You could tell they actually care what people say, no matter how much, you know, their fans might sometimes shit on them because they've gone through shit like losing a vocalist or changing their style. You know, they still connect with their fans, and I think that's really fucking cool. So I'll always have respect for these guys, regardless if I'm, you know, into the style they're currently doing. But yeah, that's something really special. So I commend those guys for that. Anyways, guys, I hope you liked this video. If you did, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below. Comment what you thought about this track. And yeah, I'm going to try to do Skylight Drive. I think it's releasing at like 2 p.m. today. So I'm going to try to do that as well. I'm excited to hear what their new style is. But anyways, guys, hope you like this video, and I will see you next time.